When you think tech, you're probably picturing this, Silicon Valley. But you're completely wrong. While the world is obsessed with California and Miami, this quiet Florida city has been building a tech empire that is absolutely insane. And it's not about apps, it's about rockets. This is an insane story of how a crazy surge in high-tech jobs is turning Palm Bay into a monster that can completely tear up the Silicon Valley playbook. This is a massive shift in what Tech Hub even is in the 21st century. For years, Silicon Valley was the undisputed king of tech, but now it's literally crumbling under its own weight. That California dream is gone. The cost of living is out of control. A normal house costs millions of dollars. So even the engineers building the tech can't even afford to live there. It's insane. The move fast and break things culture has turned into a nightmare of stress and burnout. It's a machine that eats innovation and spits out anxiety. So for years, the smartest people have been looking for a way out. They want a better life, not just a cheaper one. Everyone thought they were going to places like Austin and Miami, but while we were all watching the lead singers, an entire industry was moving somewhere no one was paying attention to. We're talking about Palm Bay, Florida. It doesn't look like a tech hub, does it? That's where you're wrong. Under the surface, this place has been going through a crazy transformation. This isn't a loud, flashy boom. If Silicon Valley is a casino, then Palm Bay is a skyscraper being built with insane precision. Now don't get it twisted. This city isn't trying to be Silicon Valley. It's building something completely different. It's a pivot from software to hardware. If Silicon Valley's code makes a phone game, Palm Bay's code guides a rocket into orbit. Success here isn't measured in clicks. It's measured in payload capacity and national security. It's all happening under the rocket trails from Kennedy Space Center and Cape Canaveral. So, what's causing this explosion? The numbers are wild. The Palm Bay, Melbourne, Titusville metro area saw high-tech jobs explode by an incredible 41.6% in just 5 years, making it the second fastest in the entire country. That's like the quiet kid in class suddenly becoming a superstar athlete. We're talking over 10,000 new high-tech jobs. By the end of 2024, the tech sector was pouring an insane $2.7 billion into the local economy alone. And these jobs pay bank. The average tech salary here is over $100,000 a year, in a place where the median income is way lower. That's like putting rocket fuel in a Honda Civic. Plus, as you all know, Florida has zero state income tax, so that six-figure salary feels like even more. So what's driving this? It's a high-tech revolution in aerospace and defense. The industry is an aircraft carrier, not a speedboat. It's built on huge long-term government contracts. Giants like L3 Harris are here, and just finished a $100 million expansion of its satellite facility. They're planning even more investments that will create hundreds of new six-figure jobs. Other huge countries like Northrop Grumman, RTX, and Lockheed Martin are all over the place. Even smaller specialized companies are moving in, like Rogue Valley Micro Devices, which is investing millions to build a new foundry. This crazy growth didn't just happen by accident. It's a deliberate genius plan. First, you have the giants. A monster company like L3 Harris acts like the sun, and its gravity pulls in all the other big companies. And they pull in all the smaller suppliers. It creates this powerful cluster where the entire supply chain is in one place. Second, you have the talent pipeline. You need smart people, and Palm Bay is growing its own. Florida Institute of Technology, which is just down the road, was basically founded with NASA and pumps out the exact kind of engineers that they're looking for. Third, they're building the city to handle it. A voter-approved $150 million Go Road bond is paving hundreds of miles of streets, and it's even making traffic flow even better. They're literally upgrading the city's veins and arteries. Plus, massive new developments are planned with thousands of new homes. And finally, a startup scene is actually starting to pop. It's not just the giants. Organizations like Space Coast Alliance for Tech and Innovation are connecting the people. We're also seeing awesome startups like Calagon, which makes AI-powered smart seats, and they just landed contracts with the US Air Force and Allergy, which is making a non-invasive glucose monitor. This isn't just about companies, it's about people. And for them, it's simple. You get an amazing job and an amazing life. The number one reason? Money. Florida has no state income tax. That's a massive instant raise, and your money goes way further because it's cheaper to live here. The median home price has been in the mid 300,000s, and that's a different planet from the Bay Area. You can actually own a home here. And this combo, my friends, is what we call wealth acceleration. It's like playing life on easy mode. You level up faster. It's the difference between just surviving and actually building wealth. But it's more than the money, it's the lifestyle. Palm Bay is the opposite of Silicon Valley. Commutes are short, you can leave your insane high-tech job and be on a boat on the beach in minutes. The non-stop pressure is gone, and people are trading in those fancy zip codes for more space, more money, and more time. And if this lifestyle is calling to you, and you're thinking about how to buy, sell, or invest in the Brevard County area, there is a link in the description below where you can book a call with yours truly, and we could talk exactly about that. Treat yourself, don't cheat yourself. Move to Florida the right way. Now, Palm Bay's growth is insane, but now it's walking on a tightrope between getting bigger and staying livable. It has to keep the momentum going without making the same exact mistakes as Silicon Valley. That's why the goal isn't to be another Silicon Valley, but to be the best version of Palm Bay, a world leader in aerospace, defense, and crazy new manufacturing. But as we all know, with huge growth comes huge problems. Traffic is already getting worse, and there's a housing crisis looming. It's still affordable, but rents are going up and people are getting worried about being priced out. The exact thing that killed Silicon Valley. It's like throwing an amazing party, but you have to be careful it doesn't get so popular that your first guest can't afford to stay. The real question is, can Palm Bay learn from the city it's destroying? Can it build enough housing without creating a concrete jungle? Can it stay affordable? Or will its success be its downfall? How the city answers these questions will decide everything. If they can pull it off, they will have literally created the blueprint for the perfect 21st century city. Palm Bay has proven the future of tech isn't just in California. But what do you think? Can a city built on rockets and defense be sustainable? Can it actually be a better place to live than Silicon Valley? Or is it gonna crash and burn? I wanna read every single comment, so let me know what you think down below. And speaking of making a move, if you're seriously considering your options to buy, sell, or invest here in the Brevard County area, don't wait. Click the link in the description below to book a call with me and my team. Treat yourself, don't cheat yourself. Move to Florida the right way. And if you want to see more deep dives in the future, smash that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. So, is Palm Bay destroying Silicon Valley? Not necessarily. It's creating a whole new game. While the Bay Area is still king of software and venture capital, Palm Bay is becoming the master of high-stakes engineering and hardware. That mind-blowing 41.6% surge in high-tech jobs, the six-figure salaries, and the massive corporate investments aren't just numbers on the screen. They're a sign that everything is changing. It's a pivot to specialized innovation that you can actually hold in your hand. This story is less about startups and more about supply chains, less about IPOs and more about long-term strategy. Palm Bay is becoming one of the most important tech markets in America. Not by copying Silicon Valley, but by building a totally different future. And for anyone looking for a place to work on world-changing tech and still have a life, this quiet Florida city is an answer that's becoming too powerful to ignore. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.